What up, guys? Anti-Tier Guild Forever. Going to be reviewing Inuyasha episodes 66 and 67. So how you doing, you little shits? Okay, now that I got my cursing out of the way, I can talk about it. I can talk about this video. Again, for those of you that don't know, I'm just trying to make sure my content is indefinitely not meant for kids. That's why I have this little icon right here next to me, and I'm saying at least one curse word in this video to make sure you know. But yeah, Kagura. Most of these episodes, or if all these two episodes, were just devoted to her character and her struggling to deal with how she lives her life due to the fact that her life is in the clutches of the coward piece of garbage, Naraku. Naraku, the coward of the century, the manless of the manless, the cowardest, scheming, ruthless, low-life scumbag thing you can think of. Now, I call him a thing because he's not a man, and he's only half human. So he's not even full man or full human. He's a thing. But I will have to admit, when I saw him in his weakened state with all those like pulsing demon arteries attached to his head, I mean, that's possibly the grossest thing I've seen in this show. More than likely, for sure. Oh yeah. Again, I didn't need to see Naraku like that. That was disgusting. But overall, these were damn good episodes. Kagura, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Kagura's days are numbered. It's only a matter of time before Naraku brings her back into his flesh. She's gonna die one of two ways. Number one, coming back into Naraku's flesh. Number two, Inuyasha and the group, and yes, I'm including Koga, like pretty much she's going to get killed by one of them. She's thinking about using Inuyasha as a trump card though, being like, you know what, I need your help. Please help me to defeat Naraku. That way I can be free. Honestly, there could do something else where, in my opinion, it'd be interesting and it would make Kagura's character. I mean, I feel like Kagura is already like a pretty good character. She's more solid than Naraku, that's for sure. But what would make her even more likable to a larger audience is what if this happened? What if Kagura is going through the struggle, the motions of dealing with the fact that she is caged by Naraku. She's not free. She can't escape his clutches. No matter what she does, she either obeys or dies. Those are her choices. She doesn't have a life. Her life is in the hands of a cowardice piece of shit. But what would happen if she encounters Inuyasha? Well, honestly, I wouldn't trust. She can't trust Koga. She killed Koga's people. Obviously, Koga would kill her straight up. Oh, excuse me. Even though, in my opinion, Kagura can clap the shit out of Koga. Like, Koga, shards or no shards, he would get clapped by Kagura easily. Koga he's not even in Inuyasha's level. Let's be real. Koga is like, he's like slightly above average demon level. Slightly. But Inuyasha can clap him. I don't think Sango could mess with him. I don't know. Who knows? I don't think Sango can do it. Miroku, if he uses his wind tunnel, yes. Inuyasha will beat the everlasting wolf shit out of Coach. Let's be real. Inuyasha possibly doesn't even need to use the wind scar. I mean, he could use it for an instant kill, but just a couple swings and bam. I mean, look what Inuyasha did to Shishomaru when Shishomaru was in his dog demon form. He didn't even learn Backlash Wave, the Wind Scar, and he gave him such a severe wound. Granted, Shishomaru has leveled up since then. He has a better weapon. But still, I feel like Shishomaru, even without that sword, would still body the crap out of Koga. Like, shards or no shards, Shishomaru would slap Koga easily. No question. But as for how is going back to the topic with Kagura anyway, what if she talks to Inuyasha in the group? Kagome, being the nice, kind-hearted, like good-willed girl that she is, hears about Kagura's story and might decide, hey, you know what? Why don't we free her? Because look at it this way. She's not doing evil deeds because she wants to. She's doing it because Naraku doesn't give her much choice. If she doesn't do what Naraku says, she is a dead woman. With that said in mind, Koga might even buy into that. Yes, she killed Koga's people, but again, it wasn't her choice. She was ordered by Naraku. If she didn't do it, she would have died. Facts. So with that in mind, Koga might not even care to kill her or not. That's kind of a stretch though. Not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure Koga would still take it personally and try to, kill Kagura if she appeared before him again. But in Inuyasha's group and their case, they might have sympathy for them, because there has been cases where Inuyasha and his group showed sympathy towards demons. They have 2 demons as friends. Actually 3. Inuyasha, Kilala, and Shippo. So, with that being said, what happens if they do this? Maybe not kill Naraku, but do something to free her from his bind, and in doing so, she becomes indebted to them, and maybe they become friends. Maybe Kagura is the next member to join the Inuyasha group, or Shishomaru, because once again, toward the end of the episode, the last person that was on her mind was Shishomaru, and technically speaking, statistically, most humans, the last person they think of in certain critical situations is the person that matters to them the most. So when she thought of Shishomaru in such a not negative but sort of delighted way, it makes me think, does she have a thing for Shishomaru? I mean, it's not impossible. It just felt that way based on what I saw. But I mean, is it confirmed? Not exactly, but it's definitely hinted. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of that. But if that is the case, I mean, Shishomaru already made it clear that he ain't interested in helping her. And with that in mind, I don't think well, who knows? It can be interpreted of many different ways. On the surface, he doesn't care. But underneath, when he was thinking about, he's like, I wonder if Kagura is going to be able to defeat Naraku. He thought of it for a moment, then passed along as an afterthought. Whether that shows signs of caring of some sorts, I don't know. But I feel like, assuming she survives, the only way it'll happen if either Shishomaru's group, Inuyasha's group, helps her. Freeing her, then she doesn't have to do these evil deeds. Would she continue doing evil deeds? It's tricky. Her character is tricky. There are moments where she is a complete scumbag, but there are other moments where she shows that she's only doing this because she is robbed of her freedom. She has no life of her own, so she doesn't value the lives of others. Why would she care about other people when she herself doesn't have a life? She is a puppet with emotions and thoughts, a soul. Freedom was robbed from her at the moment of birth. So she has no choice but to be evil, because the person that has her under their thumb is evil and needs her to do set amount of things in orderly fashion to get things done for himself. Otherwise, if she is useless, disobeys, tries to kill him as an act of betrayal, like you saw recently, Shishomaru is gonna take her back into his flesh. I feel like the only one Shishomaru doesn't have to worry about betraying him is Kana. Kana, I feel like, is like the 2.0 version of Kagura in regards to usefulness and loyalty. She is as useful and loyal to Naraku as it comes. So, with that in mind, you can say that Kagura was kind of a prototype variance, a 1.0, because it's definitely the first time he's ever recreated something out of his flesh, and it turns out he may have failed giving this said reincarnation thoughts, souls, emotions, pretty much a mere copy of a living thing without any restraining orders, unlike Kana. That is why Kana is the perfect incarnation. She does, obeys, and she looks emotionless. She looks like she has no emotions whatsoever. Completely the opposite of Kagura. Why do you think, when it came down to it, Kana showed Naraku what Kagura was up to and that she was fleeing the castle? She snitched, essentially. And then Kana led Kagura toward Naraku, putting her in that situation. Thank you, camera. That shows that Naraku has gotten better in regards to handling his incarnations to make sure they don't backstab him. But it's already too late. He's aware of the situation. Honestly, at that moment in time, I would have had Kagura back in my flesh. I'll be like, look, chick, you is trying to do some funny business. I don't trust you anymore. I already got a hand on how to handle my incarnation, so let's put you back, spit you out, make sure you're like a Kana duplicate, but with everything else, the powers, the skills, but just add the loyalty and loss of emotions or human or thoughts that could jeopardize my entire operation in the future. So that's what I think. Anyway, let's just get to questions. As I said in my reaction, question 1: which of the following openings, in your opinion, do you like more based on my knowledge? The first one, the second one, or the third one? Explain to me why. Question 2: out of the two incarnations we have, Kana and Kagura, which one do you enjoy the most? And tell me why you enjoy this person. Bonus question: based on what we know, who would you rather have kill Naraku? From who we know. And let me know in the comment section below. Bonus question number 2. Who would you rather have dead? Wait, no. That didn't come out right. Hold up. Give me a moment. Question 2. How many of you guys, if you were to ship Kagura, who would you ship her with? Let me know in the comment section below. I feel like people are going to choose Shishomaru. I feel like people, does anyone really care about the ship of Kagome and Inuyasha? Just let me know that. And I feel like when it comes to Kagura, let's think. First, Miroku. Hell no. Inuyasha. No. Naraku. Who ships him with anyone? Shishomaru. Shishomaru is like the biggest target for ships in my opinion. I feel like he is the most targeted for every ship That's my own opinion, though. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Don't forget to like, comment, sub if you haven't already. Really motivates me to put more content out there for you guys as my guildmates, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.